Arizona players and fans alike are enjoying the luxury of the closed roof and air conditioning. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Denard Span makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
San Francisco, center fielder, Denard Span.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Pollock moves over. 1 down. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think the guy to watch is Matt Duffy, the Duff Man. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Stepping in, Joe Panik. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
That's a ball.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. On deck, there are the unique stylings of Hunter Pence. He'll be next. Greinke steps into his windup. Here's the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Peralta is over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old-school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Hunter Pence gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. The trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Tap foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where He doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Just settling in here in Phoenix for this one. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hard hit ball to second. Owings has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Good work there by Zach Greinke. It's the Giants nothing. Diamondbacks coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, expect to see a ton of sliders in this one. That's his out pitch. He's got great movement, and that's his go-to anytime he's in trouble.
A.J. Pollock comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Hit to short. Crawford fields it cleanly, throws in time, and that's out number 1. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Oh, man, I love what A.J. Pollock does for this offense. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Into the box now, Gene Segura, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here, he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
Paul Goldschmidt takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. One-0 count. Here it is. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Just your classic single and a stolen base. Now with 1 out in the first, another base hit here could put that first run on the board.
One out and a runner on second base. Hit hard to short. There is Crawford in time to first, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And another foul ball. A pause and the 0-2. Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. No problem over there for the baby giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. Buster Posey will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers.
Posey.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Greinke's ready. 1-2 on its way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swing and a liner. Foul. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Duffy.
Standing in now, Matt Duffy. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a 1-out double.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. And he lays off there, 1-0. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Well, you got a great chance to drive in a run here from third. No, but instead of waiting for something good to hit, he goes after the first pitch he sees and winds up popping it up.
Angel Pagan gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Here's the first pitch to him. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You see right there on the graphic, these first 2 innings have been costly pitch-wise. He's at 35 already, and he's only through an inning and 2/3.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Giants break out on top here 1-0.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely, and that'll fire up the whole dugout.
Madison Bumgarner gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
He's set, and the 3-0 offering. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher. That won't make that guy very happy. Just lay it in there. He'll probably take it anyway.
Denard Span has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, and sure, he's been watching closely here, Matt. Always feels great to get some run support from your guys.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. Remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. 1 run scores. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, this is a spot where you're asking your leadoff hitter to be an RBI guy, and he does the job here, driving home 2 on the RBI single.
Joe Panik will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
First offering on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Here comes the 1-0. 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Giants lead it 3-0. Wellington Castillo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Into the windup and the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Shot back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Jake Lamb stands in for the first time. He's set. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he falls behind 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's Yasmani Tomas as he'll take a look at ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
Here it comes on 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Now, after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Chris Owings will get his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. One and two now as that one's fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Duffy is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Stepping in now, Zach Greinke. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
2 down, runners at first and second. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Pagan. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And the D-backs have come back to tie things at 3.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock.
A.J. Pollock.
As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Diamondbacks erupt for 3 thanks to this 3-run home run. We've played 2. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Thanks again for joining us from inside the air-conditioned Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Hunter Pence is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Number 8, Hunter.
Greinke looks in. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
He definitely doesn't want a redo of that second inning, so it'd help him immensely if he could get the leadoff man here.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
One away now. Here's the catcher, Buster Posey. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit back up the middle. Segura has it. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Hold strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and if you've got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also letter high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Pollock will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. Good work there by Zack Greinke, and it remains a 3-3 ball game. Gene Segura will start things off for the Diamondbacks, with Paul Goldschmidt set to follow next. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. One gone in the Arizona third, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
On the ground to the left side. To his left, Duffy. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now batting, right fielder, David Peralta.
David Peralta is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Wellington Castillo would be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here comes the payoff pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Line drive to left. And that'll get down in front of Pagan for a base hit.
I tell you, both of these teams have come out swinging the bats well so far. That's 9 hits between them, and this is still just the 3rd inning.
Jake Lamb stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Pagan will glide over and put it away as that ends the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. We played 3 and our score 3-3. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. Greinke gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chopped foul right at home plate. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
2-2.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. There you see Angel Pagan. He'll bat next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Owings is there. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Angel Pagan.
Angel Pagan stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Yeah, he wasn't showing bunt there, but even with 2 outs, you can't let your guard down defensively.
And it's quickly 0-2. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And here's Tomas to make the catch, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Through 3.5, we're all even at 3 apiece. Yasmani Tomas is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Left fielder,
First pitch coming. Here it is. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, look at the stop by Bell. Got him.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Oh, that is so smooth over there at first base. The ball's headed for the hole, but he pulls it in at full stretch. And then I thought he'd probably flip it, but he decides to just take it himself, and he wins that race to the bag.
Here's Chris Owings now. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Skied into straightaway right. Hence giving chase. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Zach Greinke steps in with another shot to do some damage after hitting a 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
To first. Belt has it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played 4 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Madison Bumgarner will stand in, and he, of course, is no slouch up there as he, in fact, took home the Silver Slugger Award for National League pitchers a season ago. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
Now, he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And you know, he hasn't looked incredible out there on the mound so far, but he's pretty much done what he's needed to do. He's kept his guys in the game against a real good ball club.
Swing and a line drive, but this is a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Panic.
Joe Panic will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Greinke comes set. Here's the first pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Tomas over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. From the stretch, Span runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. A.J. Pollock comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Panic. 1 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura will step in. A ground out victim as last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And that misses 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Spam ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Hunter Pence makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Tomas ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Oh, and a great way to kick off the inning here. That's going to get the go-ahead run to second base with that double. And you know, even though it's still the 6th, you'd love to find a way to grab that lead right now and hopefully just let your bullpen take it home from here.
Buster Posey will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
1-0 pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Owings. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt.
Into the box, Matt Duffy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
One out and a runner on third. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Hot shot on the ground is short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Manufactured run right there. You get the double to start the inning off, and then it's all about get him over and get him in. And 2 straight groundouts do that job.
Brandon Belt bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. San Francisco leads this one 4-3. Leading off the inning, David Peralta, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Bumgarner has his sign. First pitch on the way. And that misses, ball 1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Pagan. Makes the play, 1 away. Wellington Castillo digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Castillo.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Grounded back up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. 2 out, nobody on. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
And a good pitch there, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-2 to the Arizona third baseman. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Yasmani Tomas will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit to third. Right to him. He'll go the short way to panic at second, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They still trail it here 4-3. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Andrew Chafin is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
And batting in the 7th spot, number 40, Andrew Chafin. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 30.
Brandon Crawford will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far.
Leading off for San Francisco, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
On the ground up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Left fielder, Angel Pagan.
Angel Pagan will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Now batting,
Gregor Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Bumgarner. Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Right back at him, but I think it got his glove. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. It's the Giants 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. George Cantos will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
George Cantos.
Leading off the inning, Chris Owings. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game. I mean, they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Socrates Brito will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ball game, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Here it comes. In there, strike 1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Driven to right field and deep. Back goes Pence. He's not going to get to this one as it's off the wall, and this may put the tying run in scoring position. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Oh, and now this is going to make things very interesting. This ball nearly ties the game here in the late going, but how far away was he? Not a whole lot as this ball's off the wall, and that's going to move the tying run into scoring position now.
In now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop.
So striding in, Gene Segura, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Hit softly on the ground to third. Gonna be a tough play, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. It's the Giants 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. And there is Denard Span. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Joe Panik comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. In there, and it's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming in is Pollock. 1 away. Hunter Pence steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
And he just manages to get his hand in. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Ball's there, and he is out at second base. Here comes the 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
The 1-2 pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Buster Posey would be next. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Brito going back on it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We'll come right back with more from Chase Field following this. Sergio Romo is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Sergio Romo.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home eighth. David Peralta will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. 4-3 our score here as we play the eighth. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, this bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Wellington Castillo will come in now with two away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Score holds at 4-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Randall Delgado will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Randall Delgado now catching and batting in the 7th spot. Number 8.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Buster Posey, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
0-1, here it comes. Hit to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy strides in, grounded out his last time through. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
And let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Runners on first with 1 down. Runners off for second. Hit on the ground to short. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
And ideally on this play, you'd like to think you could make it up to third, but no sense risking it if you're not sure. So even though he was in motion on the pitch, he's going to wind up holding on at second base. Hey, better to be safe than sorry.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Now the double steal is on here. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And, you know, this was not one of those 3-2 start the runners kind of a deal. This looked like a straight double steal or maybe even a hit and run thrown in there. And it's going to wind up at least a partial success for these guys because the runners do move up, albeit on the ground out.
Angel Pagan gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. Owings is up with it. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Giants 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Santiago Casilla is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 46, Santiago Casilla. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot.
Striding in to start the 9th, Jake Lamb, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Casillas ready. Here it is on 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his two-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the four-seamers.
Phil Gosselin will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 15, Phil Gosselin.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Two-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now.
I don't like the way they're working here. They're giving him way too much credit.
Yeah, if it's an inch or two outside, I think he'll chase it, but not when it's way off the plate.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
One out, nobody on. And the count will be full. Hit back up the middle. Panic is there. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
Now batting, second baseman,
Chris Owings, ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. The victory would belong to Madison Bumgarner, barring any late turn of events here. And here's a ball hit in the air. Duffy in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Giants are victorious here, 4-3. So long from Phoenix.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Madison Bumgarner. Credit the save to Santiago Casilla. A loss goes to Zach Greinke. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street Station.